everybody, and thank you for watching the virtual players meeting for Nooga 2023 benefiting the Humane Educational Society. So first off, a little bit about the Humane Society. Their mission is to provide a safe haven for homeless, abused, and neglected animals in our community and advocate on their behalf. The Humane Educational Society was incorporated in 1910 by Ethel Hardy, who was known for picking up stray cats and dogs while driving her carriage through the streets of Chattanooga. Since then, they have grown to serve Hamilton County and take in 4,000 to 5,000 homeless pets each year. They are an open-door facility to residents of our service area that provide adoption services, animal protection, cruelty investigation, pet licenses, and essential care for homeless pets. The Humane Educational Society is committed to finding each and every treatable, adoptable, trainable animal in our facility a loving home to make Hamilton County a better place for pets. They also provide low-cost vaccine clinics, a pet food pantry for Hamilton County residents who have fallen on hard times, and they provide a variety of workshops, programs, and activities off-site and at the shelter to cultivate compassion, respect, and knowledge to reduce animal cruelty and promote positive relationships between animals and people. The funds raised through this event will help provide medical care, food, enrichments, and other necessities. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. So we will move into the sponsorship for this event. We had some CTP sponsors this year, so be sure and thank them for the CTP prizes. Kevin Turner, Brett King, Pineapple Disc Golf, and Tennessee Brew Works in Nashville actually did 2 CTP sponsors. We had quite a few whole sponsors this year. Ben Swam, Brian Sales, Chris Yelvington, Danny Voss, Jacob Howe, Jamie Perry, Jake Nye, Jeff Wetjen, Jeff King, Leland Garrigan, Sean Watson, and William D. We also have a ton of door prize donations this year, so huge shout out to everyone that donated. Kevin Turner, Christian Vessels, Dave Sermon, Sierra Schustrick, Chris Lawson, Sean Watson, Avalon Disc Golf, John Evans, and Anthony Davis at Major Chains. And I know I had a few people that reached out that will be donating some other items on Saturday, so thank you for whoever plans on donating on Saturday. I also need to give a shout out to Pinnacle Promotions. They donated a really nice item for the Players Pack. You'll have to wait and see what it is, but it's pretty cool. And of course, a huge thank you to Kevin. I'm glad I'm TDing this event, but we all know he still did most of the work. So huge shout out to him. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. And then, of course, thank you to all the volunteers who are helping with the dam setup and takedown Friday and Saturday. Check-in info. We do need you to check in, obviously, without having tea times. You know, everybody will be here at the same time. So don't just show up at your starting hole. We need to know that you're there and accounted for. We will do early check-in at the dam on Friday from 11 a.m. to 6. Those same times, the course will be set up for practice. So we will be pulling the baskets at 6. We need to get out of there before dark. So please, if you are coming to practice or just coming to play on Friday, we will pull the baskets at 6. If you're not able to check in on Friday, we will need you to check in Saturday morning, and that will be between 8 and 9:15. And you'll need to be at your starting hole. The first round starts at 9:30. I will have these starting holes posted on Thursday, probably by 8. Please be sure and double check on Saturday just to make sure we didn't have to do any adjusting or shifting due to drops. Obviously, that information will be listed on the PDGA event page. Live scoring. We will be doing live scoring. We'll have the access code available on Saturday. 2 people will need to keep the live scoring for each card. Don't make me tell you who has to keep score. Please, just 2 people volunteer, keep score. We all have to do it. It's fine. Not a big deal. All of the rules, distances, and OBs are listed in the caddy book, the PDGA live scoring, and on the T signs. So if you do have any questions about those, there's 3 good places to check. If you still can't figure it out, you can always play a provisional, but if you're there and can't figure it out, it's going to be pretty tricky for me to figure it out after the round. So benefit goes to the player, make a decision, move on. The only additional updates that we have for hole 17, depending on like tree situation and people, we might have to adjust hole 17 a little bit. The caddy book and the live scoring will say 200 feet. If we do have to adjust that hole, we're still going to keep it around the 200 feet, but please look at the T sign for the accurate distance. We'll update it there. But like I said, even if it has to be adjusted, we're still going to try to keep it around the 200 feet. Hole 18, the gold tees will be a par 4 in a shorter position. We've kind of been checking the weather, and I think it's going to be pretty nice on Saturday, hopefully. Don't tell Kevin I said that. But we did go ahead and decide to adjust the gold tee pad to try to avoid some of the playground area. So if you saw the caddy book before today, it has been adjusted a little bit, but obviously caddy book, live scoring, T sign will be updated. Let's see, the ace pot, everybody is entered into the ace pot. It will be a cash ace pot and will be paid through PayPal. If there are no aces, that money will also be donated to the Humane Society. And thank you again to our CTP sponsors. Everyone is entered into the CTPs as well. It's listed in the caddy book. I think there's a total of 6. So some of it's by division, a couple of them are for everybody. So just be sure and check that out in the caddy book. Those CTPs will be in play for both rounds. So don't just grab it after your first round if it's your finishing hole. It will go through to the second round. If you do finish on a hole on the second round that is a CTP hole, please pick up the flag and bring it to Tournament Central. That way we don't have to go hunt them. I'd appreciate it. Playoffs, if we have any ties for first, since this is a trophy event for AMs and obviously pros, you would play a playoff anyway. But if there are any ties for first, we will do a playoff hole. It'll do hole 6, hole 16, and hole 2, and we'll just play those repeatedly until a winner is determined. If you finish on a hole that's not a playoff hole, if you could be so kind to pick up flags, signs, if there's any OB string, anything, if you can just grab it and bring it back to tournament headquarters, we would really appreciate it. If you feel really nice and want to help move a basket, if you're on a hole, obviously please don't hurt yourself trying to help, but if you're on a hole where the basket is fairly close to the road, if you just want to roll the basket to the road, we're going to come through and pick them up. But don't feel like you have to. Like I said, I don't want anybody to get hurt trying to be nice. We appreciate it, but don't want any injuries. Awards and door prizes. We will do the awards and door prizes at the same place as check-in. If you've ever played the Belgian Turkey, check-in is going to be at the same place. It's kind of in the top of the hill at the big parking lot. There is a map in your caddy book that shows where that is. If it's raining Saturday afternoon, we don't want all of the door prizes getting wet, and we also don't want y'all to have to stand out in the rain. So we will move the spot for awards and door prizes up to the shelter that's up by hole 12's tee pad. There's also a parking lot up there, so if it does get moved, we can all just drive up there. But there is a map in the caddy book that also shows that location, so please be sure and check that out. obviously you'll know if we have to move it. We will be doing awards first and then the door prizes. Tickets will be available for sale up until we start the awards. We will also have some leftover tournament t-shirts for sale that we will be donating all that money to the Humane Society. They're mostly Belgian turkey. Well, they're all Belgian turkey and chains on the link shirts, but they're only $5. So if you want an extra shirt and want to donate another $5, it's greatly appreciated. We will be obviously taking cash. We can also do PayPal or Venmo. We do not have a way to take credit cards or debit cards. I think I've covered everything. Sorry guys, this is my first time doing this, so hopefully I didn't get too rambly. But we are very excited for Saturday, and I look forward to seeing you all there.